Well, hello there. This is Henry from Stringed, Arizona. I've got another really useful acoustic tip that you can use for the summer when you're playing outdoors. Maybe you're trying to impress a young lady, or maybe you've got a family bonfire you're at and you want to show some chops. One thing that you run into often when you're playing with other people is you'll have someone that busts out what I like to call the cowboy chords. So we'll do D, C, and G. So you're sitting there and you're the other guitar player and you don't really know what to play over the top of that and you don't want to play the same chords. This is a handy trick to get you out of that. There are 3 different shapes I'm going to show you that allow you to play different chords up and down the fretboard. The first one can be played with just one finger and it's kind of like making an A shape. So all I'm doing is I'm holding down the D, G, and B string with my index finger. I'm going to do this on the 7th fret this time, and that's going to give me a D chord. Now this shape can be moved anywhere on the fretboard, just like the other 2 chord shapes I'm about to show you. It is dictated in terms of what the chord is by what the G string is when you're playing it. So for example, on this particular fret, I know it's a D because my G note is the root note, and this happens to be a D. If I move it up 2 frets, I've got an E. And again, by the same logic, where the G is, that's an E note. The other shape I'm going to show you is much like an F chord that you would play down here. And what I'm doing is I have my index on the 1st and 2nd string. In this case, I'm on the 1st fret. My middle finger is on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. And then my ring finger is on the 4th string on the 3rd fret. This is the shape. It's just a regular F chord. I can move this anywhere along the fretboard, and whatever note my ring finger is playing, that's going to be the root note for the chord. So right now it's F, because this is an F note. If I move it forward 1 full step or 2 frets, it's now a G, because my ring finger is playing a G. I can move this all up the fretboard wherever I want, and I can play the same chords effectively that are being played by the other guy on the low end. The last chord I want to show you is shaped like this. Now this one's a little bit trickier. My index finger is on the 7th fret, and it's much like the first chord that I showed you. I'm barring the D, G, and B strings. My middle finger is 1 fret in front of that, and it's on the 2nd string or the B string. My ring finger is on the D string on the 9th fret. So what I have is this. Now, I play it this way. The Rolling Stones play this chord this way. This type of movement is really common. The dictating note for the root, however, is whatever my pinky would be playing if I put it down also and made a C. That makes sense. So in this case, my pinky is on the A string on the 10th fret, which is a G note. That makes this a G. You don't have to play that note though. So you basically have the same chord. So now let's start from the beginning. We've got someone playing D, C, G. Now because I know this handy trick, I can say here's a D with my A shape, here's a C with my F shape, and this is a G with my C shape. So while the one rhythm guy is doing you can do this. That's a really awesome trick you can use. Make sure to hit like and subscribe to get more really handy guitar playing tips just like this one. And again, I'm Henry from Stringed, Arizona. See you next time.